Okay. Morning, everybody. Just rotating my device. Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. C of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Okay. Good morning, everyone. All right. So now, just trying to get everything done here. Give me a second. Welcoming in my Zoom participants. Welcoming in my Zoom participants. Okay. Still have an issue with my camera. Okay. Okay, it just won't rotate back. My goodness. Just trying to rotate my camera back so that you guys can see I have a better view. Oh boy. Okay, now I'm not necessarily seeing how it looks. Ooh. I'm sideways. I'm like a sideways view. I think to you guys. But if I do it like this, no, it's okay, no. It's oh my goodness. How do I fix this? I do not know. Okay. Well, good morning anyone. I'm sorry. Technical issues here as you can see. But it's oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Let me see if that works. No, it's not working. This is what happens when I take it off. Okay. I'm gonna have to make it work somehow, guys. Okay. That's what's gonna have to happen. And now there's a setting that won't go away here. Okay. No. I try to do it like this. Try to rotate the device. It won't let me rotate it back. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can still. No, now I'm totally upside down. No, I can't have it like that. All right. Let's see if I can still manage to clip this on. No. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, I managed to clip my camera on so that at least I look right side up. That's good. Testing, testing. No. Okay, testing, testing, 1, 2. Okay, my microphone's working on Zoom. Everything else seems to be working okay on YouTube with a slight glitch, but that is okay. I'm gonna make my director a host. Okay, I've done that. All right. Sorry for the late start, everybody. So good morning again. This is Mr. C of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy, and welcome to the middle school, high school music class, where we're going to be sight reading in the key of B flat. Okay, we're going to be learning about that. So make sure you have your manuscript paper ready with a pencil. Make sure you have all of that ready, and let's do our jingle. If you know it, sing along. Here we go. Time for school, time for music, time to learn together, we can do it. Learning is fun with Mr. C. And learning is fun. Once again, welcome middle schoolers and high schools. That's right, that's grade 6th all the way through 12th grade. We're going to be doing more sight reading in the key of B flat. And I'm going to have a 4-measure example right there. But in the meantime, when you guys get a chance, go onto a Google search engine and type in the following title: When the Roll is Called Up Yonder. Let me say that again. It's When the Roll is Called Up Yonder. It's our hymnal for today. I need you to go onto the Google search engine, type in that title, When the Roll is Called Up Yonder, and type in the word lyrics, and you should be able to get those lyrics handy, those words handy with you, and we will be doing that. But before we get into that, let's get into some stretches, everybody. So make sure you're sitting up nice and straight with your feet flat on the floor and your hands in your lap. Make sure your shoulders are down, okay, and relaxed. Back is straight. Back of the neck. Make sure we take two of our hands right now and just lift up with our temples, okay? So we have a nice straight back of the neck. And everybody reach into the sky as high as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Reach as high as you can. Reach as high as you can. And let them drop. And now start rotating the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders back, please. Make sure you're breathing while you're doing this. All right. Great job, everybody. Good. Now roll the shoulders forward. Roll the shoulders forward, everyone. Great. Now everybody rotate the neck in a circle very slowly. Everybody, do not go fast. Just rotate your necks in a circle. Great. Everybody go in the other direction, please. All right. Fantastic. Everybody look all the way up. Look all the way down. Look all the way to your left. And all the way to your right. And shrug and hold those shoulders. And let them drop. Once again, shrug and hold. And let them drop. Great job, everybody. All right, let's get to going, everybody. Okay, so hopefully you were able to get those lyrics handy. Again, we're going to be singing our hymnal to get our mood right, to get ready to learn, everyone. Okay, the name of the song again is called When the Roll is Called Up Yonder, and this was written, music and words were written by James Milton Black. Okay, if you take a look at the first verse just a little bit, it says, when the trumpet of the Lord shall sound, and time shall be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair, when the saved of earth shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. Okay, so this is such a wonderful, great affirmation of, when God brings the New Jerusalem for His people, when God brings everything to light, and everything is now going to be made paradise for His people, basically. And He says, and in the song it says that last line of the first verse, when the roll is called up yonder. In other words, it's like taking roll, it's like taking attendance. Okay, and when my name is called, I'll be there. It's such a wonderful affirmation for His people to say something like that, to be able to say something like that if we are His. And then in the chorus, if you notice, it says, when the roll is called up yonder. It's repeated about 3 times. And then the last line, it's repeated once again, when the roll is called up yonder. And then with that last affirmation, those last 3 words, I'll be there. So much of the song is like that, is like this, when God finally just makes everything, His kingdom, when this earth, the old earth is gone, and His kingdom is made and I should say realized in front of His people, then His people say, and they're proud to say and happy to say that they'll be there. That's such a wonderful reminder of God's promises to His people. So let's think on that. when we are singing this song. Okay, everybody maintain their posture, make sure you're seated correctly. Okay, I'm going to use the piano for this, and have your lyrics handy and follow as best as you can. Let's sing along and praise God for such a wonderful promise. Okay, here we go. When the Roll is Called Up Yonder by James Milton Black. When the trumpet of the Lord shall sound, and time shall be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair. When the save of earth shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. On that bright and cloudless morning, when the dead in Christ shall rise, and the glory of his resurrection share, when his chosen ones shall gather home, the home beyond the skies, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. Let us labor for the Master from the dawn till setting sun. Let us talk of all his wondrous love and care. When all of life is over and our work on earth is done, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. And that was When the Roll is Called Up Yonder, once again by James Milton Black. Everybody give yourselves a nice round of applause if you're able to follow along with that. Yeah, okay. If not, you had a little bit of difficulty, that's okay. It might be the first time you're doing it. That's all right. All you have to do is go right back to the video and just practice, okay? Right now, I also like to take the time to say hello to two of my daughters who are on Zoom right now. And this is the one thing that they get to be able to do if you're a student of the Academy, okay? I have Teresa Lynn Coelho, okay? And you can unmute actually Teresa Lynn and Melina. Okay, Coelho, you guys can unmute yourselves and say hello to everybody if you like. Don't be shy, it's okay.
Hi.
Okay, that was Melina. And there's Teresa right there. Okay, guys, say hi again. One more time.
Hi.
Okay. Now I don't see you through the camera. I see your cameras are off. Is there a reason for that? Like, are you shy? You don't want me to see you? Uh-oh. Okay, I can tell Teresa's camera working. Okay, there's like a sign.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Great.
Yeah, that's the thing, but that's okay. What about yours, Melina? Does your camera work?
I think the camera works. I haven't used it in a while.
Oh, okay. All right. But that's okay. That's all right. Okay, but in any event, they are participating with us. And again, as students of the Academy, you guys can get to be able to have direct access to me during the live lessons. So there's people that are watching through YouTube, okay, and they're watching me and participating, and they're able to chat and things like that. But when you are a student in the Academy, then you also get the access through Zoom at the same time. And so now I see Melina. I can see her bright and clear. There you go. Okay, hi, honey. Okay, and basically, while we're doing the lesson, you can simply ask questions right then and there during the live lesson. So that's something that people who are not students of the Academy don't get to have. So if you'd like to become a student in the Academy, go to Mr. C's homeschoolmusicacademy.com. Find the music class membership tab, okay, to find out more on how you can become a student of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy and get benefits, be able to get benefits like that, to go onto Zoom. And then this way you get that hands-on experience that you wouldn't get through YouTube, okay? But otherwise, everybody, this is the other thing, this is another little perk that you get to have, is that basically when you're on Zoom with me, I get to do a nice musical shout out, okay? So here's a musical shout out to Melina and Teresa Lynn Coelho, okay? Are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you all are ready. Yes? Okay, great. Here we go. Let's say hi. Here we go. Let's say hi to Melina Coelho. Let's get together with Teresa Lynn Coelho. Let's do some music with Melina and Teresa. Let's go have some fun. And everybody give it up for Melina and Teresa. Woo-hoo. Okay, and welcome them in, guys. So again, if you want a nice little musical shout out, okay, also during your lesson, please join Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy and become a student. All right, but otherwise, let's get right to our lesson. So we need to have our manuscript paper, our pencils, okay, just like we always do, because we're doing a lot of things on music theory and composition. Okay, we're getting into today sight reading in the key of B flat. Okay, sight reading in the key of B flat. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to make adjustments on the camera so that you guys can see everything. I think I'm even going to bring the cameras a little closer. Okay, I'm working with two cameras here. Okay, this way you can see everything that I'm doing. And I think that will work. Okay, great. All right, so check it out, everybody. Here we go. We are in the key of B flat. Now, how do we know that? Okay, just how do we understand that? Remember, we went over this type of thing. Let me just see. Okay, so we went over how to read key signatures. We did flats and sharps. Okay, when we take a look at the treble clef over here, we have our two flats, and they're strategically positioned. One over here on the B line, one flat sign on the B line. And remember what a flat does, by the way. A flat sign, okay, it looks like a lowercase b. Okay, this is known again as a flat. Oh, wow, can't spell. All right, it's known again as a flat, and that lowers natural notes by half a step. Okay, so again, the accidentals of a B flat, whenever you, it's not a B flat, sorry, when you see a flat sign next to any note, okay, it always lowers the note by half of the natural note by a half a step. Okay, so if this was a regular, this third line, we had a note, a regular B. Having a flat sign next to it would automatically turn it into a B flat, okay? So actually, how do we know that it lowers, guys? When you listen here, I'm going to play a B. This is a B natural. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me raise the volume a bit. Okay, that's a B natural, but if I want to make it a B flat, then I just lower it by a half a step. See that? Here's B natural. Here's B flat, okay? So that's the understanding, and that's basically what it does to any note, okay? It'll just, whatever natural note it is, it's just going to lower it by half a step, and I have a really tremendous glare over here. I'm going to try to get rid of that. Wow, sunny days. I'm glad it's such a nice day today, but I don't appreciate that glare. So I'm going to bring see if I can bring that forward a little bit, and okay, that makes it a little better. It's not even so much the Zoom camera, it's the YouTube camera that I'm concerned about. There's a glare there, okay? But that should make it a little better. We can see everything that's here. So let's continue. Here we go. So we have a B flat symbol. We have the flat sign on the B line, okay? Meaning that whatever key we're in, okay, B is going to be a B flat, okay? And basically, again, anything in the key signature is going to tell us moving forward what notes are flat and which ones aren't, okay? So when we go over to the next one, we go further to the right and in a diagonal way to the right and up, we have the next flat sign that happens to be on the E space, okay? As in F-A-C-E, E, which means this every note in the key of in this key signature is there's going to be an E flat, okay? So we recognize all notes as E flat. Everybody understand that? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up, guys. All right, great. So we're going to recognize all of those as E flat. Okay, any notes that come across on the B line or on the E space will be recognized as flatted notes. All the other notes in this scale will be just regular notes, okay? Regular natural notes. Now, still, the question is, how do we know that we're in the key of B flat? Remember our rule when it comes to reading our notes. When it comes to reading our key signatures, we always take the last or only flat and then go down 4 steps, okay? So if we were to take our last flat, remember I started with the B flat symbol, the E flat is the last one because it goes further to the right, okay? So it is the last flat symbol in this key signature. We go from the E flat and count 4 steps down. When we count 4 steps down, watch this. 1 in the space, 2 in the line, 3 in the space, and then 4 on this line, the third line, which happens to be what? B flat. Okay? So that's how we know that we are in the key, and I'm gonna label it as such. I'm gonna put quotation marks. We're in the key of B flat. Okay? We're recognizing that we're in the scale of B flat, in the key of B flat, for this particular song. And in the key of B flat, B is flat and E is flat. All other notes remain natural. Does everybody understand that? Give me a thumbs up. All right, great. Okay, so from here, we're also recognizing a meter. Okay, this is a sight reading example, so now we have to recognize meter as far as rhythm is concerned, okay? 3 beats per measure, quarter note gets 1 beat. So we're dealing with a waltz tempo. That means every measure we're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then every quarter note, which are these guys right here, the quarter notes are our basic unit of count, which is going to be worth 1 beat each, okay? So now, what do we need to do? We need to take our pencils, okay? And we need to label each note, okay? We need to label each note. We're starting with the first measure. We're in the first measure. By the way, just a reminder, how do we recognize measures? Our bar lines. Our bar lines create boxes in which our notes are limited to, okay? So that we know where the measures are, okay? So we know where the measures are. We know how many beats there should be in there, okay? So now, we start with our first note, our first measure, okay? What is the letter name to this particular note, okay? And now I'm gonna have Melina, who is one of my Zoomies, okay? One of my Zoom people, okay? And maybe, hopefully, guys, you can hear her response. I'm gonna make sure that the volume is loud enough. Hold on a sec. Okay, I'm gonna raise it up a little bit, and I think that should be able to let you hear her response. Okay, so Melina, what is the letter name to this first note right over here? If you can unmute yourself. You have to unmute. There you go.
Okay. Is the letter name?
Yes. What would be the letter name? Okay. Well, first of all, let's establish. Okay, this is something that we've gone over. Let's establish the formula for our notes in treble clef. What kind of a note is it? First of all, Melina, is this a line note or a space note? Okay, what happened? Okay. All right. Is this a line note or a space note, Melina?
That's a line note.
It's a line note. Okay, so right there, Melina is telling us this is a line note. That means we got to go by the lines formula. What is that lines formula again? Every good boy does fine, right? So we go through that. So right there, we go right to the bottom line and then work our way up to where the note head is. Okay. Hey, Melina, with me. Do the formula with me. Ready? And let's go. Every good boy. Okay, so now we stop right there. We don't need to go to does or find because boy, the note head is right on the boy line. What would be the letter name for that, Melina?
That would be B.
That would be B. Oh, wait a minute. Is it B natural? Is it just a regular B?
Oh no, it's B flat.
Oh, it's a B flat. She said it's a B flat. How do we know that? How do we know that, Melina? How do we know that this is a B flat?
Because the flat symbol in the beginning is on the B line.
Right, because look, everyone, she's referring to our key signature again. She's referring to our key signature, where in our key signature, it tells us, even though there's no flat sign right here next to the note, there's no immediate flat sign there. Our key signature tells us that every B, if it lands on this line, or if it's any B, whatever, it could be the B below the ledger line, it could be a B in the higher ledger lines, any B at all, it's going to be resorted to a B flat, okay? And so now I'm getting, I want to just say, get to some people who are making comments on the chat. Okay, good to see you. Good morning. Thank you very much for your wonderful comments. Okay, they disappeared on my phone. They kind of disappeared right away. I didn't get a chance to read it, but I definitely will get a chance to read it later on. But if you want to say anything, that is another advantage through the channel. You want to say anything during our class and even ask a question through the comment section, you can definitely do that. I'm going to try to read it as fast as I can so I can do that. But hopefully I cover everything here. Okay, and again, Melina, you're absolutely right. So she referred to our key signature, letting us know that every B is going to be flat. And since this note is on the B line, it is known as a B flat. So we will label it as such. You just go underneath the note, under the staff, write an uppercase B, and then a flat symbol to say this is a B flat. Okay? Great job, Melina. Great job. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to my next measure. We're going to play, we would sing or play B flat for 3 beats in this first measure. We're in the second measure now, okay? And I would like to now call upon Teresa, my other daughter Teresa, on the Zoom, okay? Teresa, unmute your mic for us, please. And I want to ask you the letter name for this next note, okay? Go ahead, you can unmute. Even though I can't see you, you can still unmute. Did she hear me? Hey, Melina, is Teresa still there?
Teresa's still here.
Okay, she needs to unmute.
Well, she can't do it right now.
Oh, she can't do it right now. Okay, all right, so that's okay. You know, that's quite all right. Let me see. Okay, getting some nice comments, okay, from Premsha and Mabika. Okay, good morning to you guys once again. Thank you very much. Okay, but all right, we're gonna move on. I know Teresa is a little bit hung up there right now, but that's okay. Okay, let's go to the first note. We have the first quarter note. Okay, every quarter note is worth 1 beat as according to our meter. Okay, now the first note happens to be where we look at the note head. It happens to be what, on a line or a space, and obviously it's in a space. Remember, when it's in a line, okay, the line runs through the note head. But when it's in a space, it's in between the 2 lines, okay? Just like we see here. So in this note, it's in between the 2 lines. It makes it a space note. Our space formula for treble clef, once again, is the word what? Face. Okay, we go over that face, right? And so we start with the bottom space and just spell the word face. F-A-C. Oh, wait a minute. F-A. Okay, we don't need to go any further to C or E because why? It stops right there on the A space, okay? So automatically, guess what? That is our A note. You take your pencil right now, and then you just simply label it as A. Is it A flat or A sharp, or is it just A natural? Well, let's go back to our key signature here, okay? We have a B flat, and we have an E flat. Any B or E is going to be flatted. Which means process of elimination, we just means that every other note is just going to be a regular natural note, guys. Okay, so this remains, since this is an A note, it just remains as an A natural note. It's neither A flat or anything else. It's just A natural. Okay. Go to the next note right over here. Okay, here is our friend over here on the same line as the first one. Okay, every good boy, that means we have a B flat, so we will label that as B flat. Okay, We have another note right over here. This is on another line note. Okay, we take a look at it. It's on another line note. So we still go by our lines formula. We go from the bottom line and recite every good boy does fine. Everybody do that with me. Every good boy does. Okay, so if it stops on the word does, that makes it, we look at the first letter of that word, it is a D. So you take your pencil and write an uppercase D. Let me remind everybody, by the way, if you're doing this with me, if you have written all these notes, you copied them down, and you're labeling these notes, okay? Make sure that you use uppercase. Uppercase will allow us, it's what all musicians do also, just because of penmanship issues. Sometimes a lowercase note, a lowercase letter could be confused with some other letter in the alphabet, okay? Just as a reminder, quick little story, when I was teaching in the school district, I had students that would write a label a note that was a G and write it as lowercase. And when they wrote it as lowercase, it kind of came across looking like an S. It looked like an S note. So it kind of confused me. Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying that this note is an S note? Especially when we learned that our musical alphabet is from A through G. Okay? So there's no such thing. Anything past G, like H, I, J, okay? Anything like that wouldn't make sense to be that kind of letter name. There's no such thing as an S note. So it was confusing. And then the student was able to tell me, no, Mr. C, I was trying to write a G. Oh, and then I saw it was a lowercase g. And then, of course, I had to remind him. I had to remind that student, hey, what did I say? How are we supposed to write these? Is it lowercase or uppercase? And then he went, oh, right. Okay. So that's just a quick look. So that's exactly why we use uppercase, just in case of penmanship issues. By the way, is this a D flat? No. Why? Because our key signature doesn't tell us that, okay? We only have a B flat and an E flat. So this, in the key of B flat, a D is just a natural D, okay? Let's go to the next one right over here. And then this time I'm going to call, is Teresa available? Can she actually unmute this time? Or is she still unavailable?
She can't unmute yet.
Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, so hopefully she get to unmute before we get through this, okay? But I want to go over this next note over here. In the next measure, we have a dotted quarter note, which is 1.5 beats, okay? But when labeling this, okay, we're all referring to the key signature and we're using our formulas. This is what kind of a note? A line or a space note? Notice the note head is in between the two lines. Therefore, it's a space note. We use our face formula again by spelling out the word face. Start from the bottom space over here and work our way up to the note head while we spell it. Everybody, let's do it. And F-A-C-E. Okay, so automatically that is an E. Okay, it's an E. Am I correct in saying that, Melina? Is that an E? You have to unmute.
What was the question?
Okay, in other words, is this note an E? Is this a regular E?
No.
No. You're saying I'm wrong? Wait a minute. You're saying I'm wrong? Are you saying I'm wrong?
It's an E flat.
It's an E flat. You're telling me I'm wrong. You're telling me this is an E natural. I'm saying this is an E natural, and you're telling me it's an E flat.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why.
Because the flat symbol in the beginning is in the E space.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so there we have our E flat in the key signature. E is flat. Okay, so this is an E flat, not E natural. Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, next, guys, let's move along because we're actually running out of time on the Zoom. Okay, we have our next note is in the space. We do face, right? Space note, F-A-C, and that's our C natural. Same one. This is in the same. The next note is in the same space. That's our C natural. And then we have the last one over here. Okay, this is on a line. Okay, so we do every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. Fine, that makes it an F. Okay, and so that is how we sight read every single note, okay, on this example over here. Using, again, our formulas and then also remembering our key signature as far as what it tells us to make sure that we include any note that is a B is going to be a B flat, and any note that is an E is going to be an E flat, okay? And they may not be on the same spots as the key signature accidentals. Then again, as I mentioned before, it might be a different B in the lower octave, below the ledger line. It might be a B up way up here, okay, in other ledger lines, okay. It might be in the bass clef. Either way, B is flat and E is flat, no matter where they are. If it was the E on the bottom line, it would be noted as E flat still, even though it's in this bottom line and not in the top space. Every E is flat, every B is flat in the key of B flat. Okay? Everybody got that? Give me a double thumbs up, everyone. Okay? All right, and great job. We are done for today, guys. You did a fantastic job. Give yourselves a nice round of applause. Hopefully you've gotten everything down. If not, you can always go again back to the video and just write everything. Okay, it will be available on the music channel, on the Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy channel. And that is it, everybody. So let's make sure that we are practicing. So for that, guys, I wish you happy practicing. I'll see you next week with a different example. Okay, and I want you guys to have yourselves a great and wonderful day. Everyone, take care. Bye-bye.